What's going on, guys? Those in the block back again out here with the shop truck. Y'all recognize this, and yes, that's bird poop on the mirror. But the reason that I am doing this video is because I'm replacing the mirrors that I put on about a year ago. And the reason why is if you see all that wiggling, that is why. Alright, so about a year ago we did this refresh on this OBS pickup truck, and I put these mirrors on. These are from eBay. Just a cheap set. I think they're like 40 bucks or something like that. These are the manual mirrors. I don't remember the brand, but I'll see if I can post or put on the screen where I got them from. But there's a lot of motion in the body of the mirror. If you see right in there, the mirror is moving in and out of the body. I mean, it's a lot of motion. Now, yes, they are fold backs or breakaways, but there's a lot of motion just within the body of it and up and down. And what that translates to going down the road is that right there. And I'm not exaggerating at all. That is, if you look right there, that is that much movement. There's that much movement in the mirror, and it's wobbling all over the place. So very annoying driving down the road and your mirror's doing that the entire time. So we're going to pull those off. I got some TRQs, trusted reliable quality mirrors here, that are going to be going back on. And these are actually power mirrors, you can see there. So the power mirror does not move as much as the manual one does, and these are made, I guess maybe they're made a little bit different, but tighter tolerance in here. There's no wiggling, so we'll see how these hold up. I'll do another probably review in a year in these and see how well they've done and compared to the manual ones. I want to say these were the same brand, but I'm not 100% sure because I got TRQs the first time. But I do know with the power mirrors, there's a lot less movement for whatever reason in this area here. The mirror housing is a lot heavier on these. The plastic's heavier. In fact, that is die cast. It's a die cast housing. And the ones that are on here, I believe, are plastic housing. Yep, that's a plastic housing. So that probably has a little bit to do with it. Cost, of course, was about twice as much, but if they work, they work. So anyway, I'll pull these door panels off, and we're going to get these mirrors swapped out. Just figure out, share that with you guys. So your cheap parts will work for a little bit of time, but not always the best. I'm a proponent for saving money, but when it's something like this and your mirror is moving that much while you're driving down the road, that's too much. It's annoying. And you can also see the clears just peeled off these things. It's kind of like these inexpensive headlights. They're already kind of yellowed. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. They're yellowed in color, and you can see the clear coat is also coming off there. Little doobly dabs everywhere. So the headlights more so than the signal lights. In fact, I don't think the signal lights are actually delaminating. But these definitely are the headlights, you can see. Which I'll probably just wet sand these and spray them. 2K clear and they'll be fine. But they do kind of yellow, so my recommendation, if you buy some El Cheapos, just go ahead and 2K clear them from the get-go, and then they'll kind of retain their color and they won't peel like that. So hit them with 800 or 1000 grit, 2K clear, you're done. Now, of course, my signal lamps, they did not do any discoloration. These are original signal lamps, and I wrapped those with the Vivid Light Smoke, which I've used the Vivid tint before. In fact, I used the Vivid vinyl on the Regal, and it's been on there for 5 years now. No issues at all. So I don't anticipate having an issue with those. But I think that's it. Aside from that, everything else on the truck really looks the same it did when I put it all together. License plate included. No issue there. Everything else, of course, was painted minus the grill. Now, this grill is a eBay black grill, but it looks good. I really don't have any complaints about it. It's not as shiny in here as it was when it was brand new, but the face of it doesn't look bad. And for, I think, the $60 I paid for it, I really can't complain. I think that's it for eBay parts. So basically just the headlights and the mirrors, which I'm having issues out of both. So headlights, I'll eventually do something else. Maybe I'll get somebody to sponsor a video for some lights for OBS 88 to 98. So if you guys are out there watching this video, you want to drop me some lights, you can go ahead and ship those to the shop. I'll be more than happy to put them in the truck and throw a review together. And these mirrors, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get rid of those and do the upgrade. Alright, one other thing on this door panel. This is, I think these are from eBay maybe. I don't think it's an LMC panel. But one thing I will say is that This is very unfortunate. You see this plastic? It just literally just broke. Very cheaply made. So I'm gonna have to plastic weld this entire door panel back together. It's not even been a year, and this plastic here, you can see where the seam just broke all the way across through there. That's just really crappy. Very unfortunate. Really crappy. It looks like a nice door panel. You see that one over there? Looks nice, but yeah, I guess they just don't make anything quality anymore. So if you find some OEM ones, definitely get OEM. Otherwise, just be prepared to have to repair something that's brand new. It's really sad. It's not even been a year and the door panel's already broke. So I'll probably plastic weld together. See, I got the plastic welder down there. So we'll see if we can get that fixed. Pull this off, get these mirrors replaced. Now way up in there, you got 1, 2, and 3. You got to back those out, and that'll get the mirror out. Alright, for removing these mirrors, I have a specialty wrench that I'll show you guys right here. Basically, I just took a 10mm, bent it 90 degrees, or you can cut and re-weld it. Very handy to get inside the door because these bolts can be a little bit tricky to get to with a standard socket, wrench, or ratchet. Basically, we just go in here to those 3 bolts and we turn those counterclockwise to back those out and remove the mirror, and then you will see we install the new mirror the inverse of the way that we remove the old mirror. Pretty straightforward, not too complicated. Just figured I would touch on that custom wrench that I made just in case it came in handy for somebody else. Alright, new mirror installed, and you see all that wiggling in there is no longer there. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can plastic weld this door panel upper and lower together. As you can see, it completely split apart. Very, very disappointing, as I mentioned before. Very disappointing. Let me spin this thing around. So back here you can see it's completely separated from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to take a plastic welder and attempt to fix this seam from here all the way across here. So I can plastic weld that together, then we'll reinstall the door panel. But yeah, it's brand new. Really disappointing. So I'm not sure whose these are. Actually, I don't know if these are from LMC or what company, but yeah, this plastic's super thin and it just basically snaps all the way across through there. You'd think that they would reinforce that because that's where you pull on the door handle, and this goes to the, that actually bolts to the lower portion of the door there. But anyway, we'll go through plastic weld together and we'll see if we can sort it out. So this is the result of the plastic weld here. Went ahead and went all the way across the door. Melded some of the plastic together, took a rod and filled in some other areas. Added some wire mesh on this side to kind of strengthen this edge, the outside edge of the door. So yeah, just under a year, maybe about a year of ownership of the truck. These were installed on the truck when I got it, so I'd assume that these are pretty new. Based upon what they look like, they look to be pretty new. A little bit of dirt and stuff on them, but definitely not too old. Some newer style door panel, but anyway, that plastic welding happens behind this section here, and hopefully this will hold up for the foreseeable future. Let's go get this thing back on the truck. I got the new mirror on that side. And got the new mirror over here, and no more wibble wobble. Look at that, nice and tight, nice and tight. No more wobbling around, it's not flopping all over the place. So we're gonna get them adjusted, and then we should be good to go. I went ahead while I was in here and plastic welded the passenger door panel because it was loose here. It was like broken all the way through there, just like the other one was. So we got that done. I've got to dig around and find my other one of these because this one got broken when I was working on the truck. Actually, I was pulling a seat out of this truck way back about a year ago and snapped that one, unfortunately. So I had to buy a replacement. So I was trying to get the truck out of the seat, or trying to get the seat, I think, out of this truck for another truck, and that's how that got broken. Wasn't broken when I bought the truck, but just one of those things. So I have another one in the shop somewhere. I got to dig it out, and then I'll put that on this side, and that should do it. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I got the mirror swapped out, plastic welded these door panels, which I do not like these things. Maybe on one of the top 10 things that I despise about these OBS replacement parts. One being cheap mirrors, door panels. Maybe we'll just do top 3 things. Yeah, probably door panels, mirrors, and the headlights. Anyway, my name's Erwin. This is the Wheels on the Block. We're giving back time. It's taken away. We'll see you soon.